WesWes Show.
What's up, everybody out there in movie land? My name is Cams, and I'm here with also Eric. This is the Late Returns Film Review Podcast. This is the podcast we talk about our favorite old school movies we grew up with and watched like more than 100 times when we were kids. Each episode, we're going to talk about one movie we grew up with. We'll discuss it, you know, where it's been all these years, where it sits in our pantheon of movies that we like to watch, enjoy to watch, and see if it stood the test of time. And it's good to revisit these movies, man. Especially these 80 action flicks that are the biggest deals back when we were kids,
I don't.
Always at the video store every weekend.
A big mess of posters,
Big mess of posters. All the action heroes we had back then. Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Van Damme, you name it, man. But man, we are here to talk about one particular movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger that came out of 1987. The sci-fi thriller called The Running Man. And it's recently got a remake. If you're fans of our podcast, the Channel 135, me and Eric already talked about. I did a review of the new movie, The Running Man. That's still at the movie theaters right now. So, but now we're going to put that aside and talk about the movie that came out in 1987, The Running Man. $200 on Richards. $200 on Richards. Come on, you gotta do it. $200 on Richards. Here we go. Roll the trailer.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice. Hard time or prime time.
Sensational. Perfect contestant. I want him.
He must pay or play the running man.
On your mark.
I'll be back.
Go!
The highest rated TV show in history.
Guess they want us to stay.
It's a game between life and death. Give you a lift? Arnold Schwarzenegger is the running man. He's playing for a prize. The prize is his life.
How about the life?
The running man.
This is one of the movies that, that I watched again a couple of days ago. When you think about, like, standing the test of time, man, this movie wasn't too bad, eh? It wasn't too bad. I watched it. This was after we watched the new Running Man. And I guess we're doing this podcast about the old Running Man because, you know, as a tribute to celebrate the release of the new Running Man movie. The one with, what's his name, Glenn Powell?
Powell, yeah.
That's out of the movies. We decided to do this late returns on the old Running Man, the 1987 version. It's on Netflix. I remembered everything that I watched when I was a kid. Everything was on, but I thought that when I was watching that, I thought it would be somewhat of a cringe.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. How about you? Because you watched it recently too.
Yeah, well, before we went to go watch the new Running Man, before we went to go watch that, I actually watched the old Running Man. And, man, I had so much fun watching that. It was, you know, there were some jokes in there that were crack up, and the story was easy to follow. Just simple shit, It was just straight simple. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was quite surprised. I was like you. I thought, shit, is it going to be like those old-ass movies? When in your mind, how you thought about it, you think, oh yeah, it was cool, And then you watch it again and say, what the fuck? That was like me with, I think I watched an episode of Knight Rider. And I was like, what the hell? Why did I like watching this? So I was thinking the same thing when I went to go check, put it on. But man, I had such a mean time. It was funny. I was actually cracking up the whole time. My brother came in and he was like, what are you watching? I said, the old Running Man. I think it's going to be better than the new one that just released. And yeah, sure enough. Yeah, kicked its ass. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it was fun.
No, I'm glad to hear that, man, because I felt the same way. But I want to ask you, bro. Like, we start off this podcast with, why is this a good movie? Why is The Running Man 1987 to you a good movie?
I think you said it in our last podcast. Like, you know, like even the what are they called? The stalkers in there. They call them the stalkers. They resemble like wrestlers in that, and how it's just an easy ass action movie. You know, it's just, and it's an Arnold flick, of course. So we got that main action star, because at that time Arnold was a big deal, and I think he had a couple of other movies out too that year. What else? Especially at the end, you know how in the old movie when it finishes off and he has that mean ass track at the end. That was another thing too. It actually got me dancing. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be my jam this year. So that's gonna be my summer jam. Yeah, it's just simplicity in the story. It's not too complicated, but it suits. Somehow it suits. I think it's because of that time and era, like you were saying. It all suits. Everything went well together. I think the story was put good. There's still some weird things about it. Like, we can talk about it later. But all in all, man, it's a good movie. If you want action, back in the 80s, that's what you got. With some music.
Yeah, I think one of the things you pointed out there was Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and back in the 80s, man, that's all you needed to know, man. That's all you needed to know. Just every time Arnold or even Sylvester Stallone, his movies, if they came out, man, you gotta watch it. It was like a Marvel event. You know how these days a Marvel Studios movie comes out, everyone has to go watch it.
Yeah.
Well, it was like that for us in the 80s, man. Like every time Arnold Schwarzenegger movie comes out, we gotta watch it, man. It's like an event. It's like an event. 87. So Arnold comes out with this movie, and it's interesting because Predator comes out in the same year, right? So I think this is again another action movie, the same year. I think it's like 4 months in between. I think this movie is the beginning, or if not, if you didn't know by then, 87, that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a superstar action hero. I mean, I think Sylvester Stallone is a superstar action hero before Arnold, but I think because of the amount of movies he's doing, it just creeps up on us, right? And the next minute he's just exploded, right? So this whole battle between Sylvester Stallone and Arnold back in the 80s, like, I think Sylvester Stallone starts it in the late 70s he starts it with Rocky. He does the Rocky movies, then Rambo, Cobra, even though Cobra's cringe now, but back then, man, it was mean. But, you know, Sylvester Stallone established himself as an action hero. And slowly in the background, you get Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the same things in the background, right? He comes out with Terminator, the first one. Commando comes out, and then he does Raw Deal. And then Predator. I think when Predator comes out, Predator's a quality action movie, man. It's one of those hard action movies that you watch it again and again, and it never gets old, bro. So Running Man to me is the backup, is the sort of the next movie down the list of Arnold's action films. Yeah. And it's just one of those movies that you watch Predator, you think it's a mean movie, it's badass. You want to watch Running Man because it's the next one there. So, it's that kind of thing. So I think by now, after Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably up there with Sylvester Stallone at that time. Up there.
Did Running Man come out first, or was it Predator?
No, it was Predator. Predator comes out earlier that year, and then Running Man comes on later on that year. But I think after Running Man, as far as the top action hero in Hollywood goes in the 80s, I think by now Arnold is probably on par with Sylvester Stallone, or just overtaking him, and then he will overtake him. Yeah, I think for the later part of the 80s and the early part of the 90s, especially when Terminator 2 comes out, that just puts the stamp on the thing. Like, okay, you won.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. Arnold's the man. But yeah, why is this a good movie for me? It's because number one, you see that Arnold's in it. I like sci-fi, and this sort of sci-fi, if you look at the aesthetics of it, it's rough, it's dirty, it's in the future, And it's like kind of like if you're a sci-fi fan, if you grew up with Star Trek and then you watch Star Wars, if you look at those movies and you look at the environment they're in, it's clean, right? It's clean. There's no dirt or anything. It's not doesn't look like real life. It looks like somewhere else, right? So when you watch a movie like Alien when it comes out, it's dark, it's dirty. When you watch Blade Runner when that first comes out, it's
The neon lights.
it's the neon lights. It's on Earth. You see the flying cars. You see the rain. It's dirty. It's muggy. It's dark, right? So you get that same feeling when you see this world in The Running Man as well. So, the success of Blade Runner, you've seen that before. You've seen what it looks like. You see what The Running Man looks like before when you watch Blade Runner. Or even if you watch the Van Damme films like Cyborg.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's just that dystopian future where we see in film that really interested in there. And but I think at that time, having Arnold in that setting in the future, it's intriguing, bro. It's intriguing. You want to see more of that. I remember we talked about this on Channel 135. I said this is probably the first Arnold Schwarzenegger sci-fi. It's not, because he did the original Terminator. So this is probably the second one he's done. And then he goes on to make Total Recall, which comes out 3 years later. Another reason why I love this movie is because of the content. So it's a game show. I think as kids we're into spacey games and all that. And if you look at what this movie is about, it's about a contestant. Ben Richards is actually inside a game and he's fighting for his life. He's battling all these bosses, like the first round boss, second round boss. It's like a video game. He has to try to get to the end and beat the mother, So
The mother.
yeah,
Oh.
so it's like a video game. So as kids,
Yep.
man, we're into video games, man. We're into video games. It's got a video game aspect to the whole story. Just, survival. You die. And TV show too. So TV show, we like the spectacle of a TV extravaganza. As kids, we just into the whole thing. And you mentioned it before, the wrestling aspect of it, the WWF at that time. The different characters with different gimmicks and that. You got Sub-Zero, you got Buzzsaw, you got Fireball, Captain Freedom, played by real life wrestler Jesse the Body Ventura, who also came on Predator that same year. So him and Arnold comes out with 2 movies in the same year. So yeah, I think as kids, man, I'm into gaming, and a lot of kids are into gaming. I'm into wrestling, WWF. So all these aspects are in this movie, man, and Arnold as well. So man, I'm into this movie straight away, man. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Do you remember the first time you watched this film?
No, I don't.
87. So
I probably watched it a bit later on, but I can't remember the first time I watched it, But man, recently when I did watch it, I was like, whoa, blown away. So I was like, but I probably didn't think it was that much of a good movie when I was young. But I see it in a totally different light now. So I was like, damn.
We would have been 9 years old when this movie came out. Too young to go watch it at the movie theater.
Yeah.
But as soon as it came on at the video store, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that's how I watched it.
On the video store. And then it came on TV. So it came on TV too, and I did record it. So you do the old thing with the VHS. You get a blank VHS from Pack and Save.
That's right.
And when it comes on TV2, I gotta sit there, watch it with the remote control and press pause every time the ads come on. You press pause. I didn't get how some people leave the ads, to record and go to bed and just leave it the whole thing and you table the ad. I hated that. My cousin used to do that. I hated it because you have to fast forward.
Yeah, true that.
But yeah, I had that version, and on TV they always cut heaps out. So there was a lot of things, a lot of the violence got cut out on the TV version. So I had that on tape. I taped it on VHS. So I watched it 100 times, man. I watched it over and over again every week, for I don't know, 5 years or something. I did all my movies. Honestly, when you tape all these movies on VHS at home, man, and you don't go to the video store, I just watch them again. I watch them during the day, just play it until someone needs to watch the TV. Then you have to turn it off. But man, there's heaps of movies I had in my house, man, on VHS, just stored. So yeah, the Running Man was on the rotation. So
Yeah,
I had a list of stuff that came out in '87. David Longy was the Prime Minister in New Zealand that time. All Blacks win their first World Cup, Rugby World Cup in New Zealand.
Oh.
There's a financial recession in October in '87 in New Zealand. Peter Jackson releases his first movie, Bad Taste. The Māori language becomes the official language in New Zealand.
Oh.
They passed that. The Herbs, the reggae band, they win Best Album of the Year, Sensitive to a Smile. Lotto begins in '87.
Oh, really?
And guess how much the first prize was? The first division.
How much?
360K.
Oh, sure. Shit, 87,
And, yeah. And then lastly, I got Tangata Pacifica show begins in '87 too.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's my list of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
The fat chicks. So, did you get any interesting facts?
Fat chicks. Yeah, there was one. I didn't know that, what's his name? Arnold wasn't the first, the first person they were looking to cast as Ben Richards. I think they were looking at Patrick Swayze.
Hey!
I'm sure they are. I just gotta double check that. I'm sure they're looking at Patrick Swayze and Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, I know Christopher Reeves. He was supposed to be in there.
Yeah, so I was just like, hey, what the hell? How is that gonna work? But yeah, I thought that was a bit of a crack up. That's one of the facts that I found out.
Yeah, I saw the one with Christopher Reeve. He was supposed to be in it, but it was supposed to be more to the book that time.
Oh, okay.
Because
I-
probably one of the facts we should mention too is this is based off the Stephen King book called The Running Man, which came out in '82. He wrote a book called The Running Man in '82, and the book is much darker. There's a much darker telling of the story. They've changed quite a bit for this '87 movie, eh? They changed quite a bit for the '87 movie. The Christopher Reeve version, before they got Arnold to come in and they changed it, was going to be more to the book. And I think that's what the latest movie that's out now, the 2025 movie with Glenn Powell, is more closely to the book as well.
Yeah.
Even though there's still some slight changes from the book, especially the big one at the end. But apparently they're going to do the ending for the Christopher Reeve version in The Running Man.
So it was Christopher Reeves and Patrick Swayze. So that would have been interesting if either one got them, whether they stick to the original book or not.
Yeah. So in the book, Ben Richards, he dies in the book.
Yeah.
And I think that's something they didn't want to do. And because the book was much darker, they changed a lot. So the game The Running Man wasn't the same game in the book, eh?
No.
So this Running Man, they're in the area, like in the arena sort of place. But in the Running Man in the book, it's around the world. You can go anywhere you want. You get a head start, and then you get these guys that hunt you down. We watched the movie, the new movie, and that's closely aligned with the book.
Yeah.
Except it's not as dark as the book.
Yeah, it's probably a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Like, even the violence is a lot lighter.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, you know what you were saying about the book? I was like, shit. If it was that dark, it should have been, like, at least restricted 16, roughly. If you want to put that kind of violence in that kind of movie. Especially towards Stephen King's book.
We'll talk about the cast. So the main actors, their careers. So Arnold said before, this is second movie of this year. Predator comes out before. And yeah, man, he's just on his way to be one of the greatest action heroes of our time, eh, man?
I reckon Conan the Barbarian is what really set him loose, eh?
Well, that was his first one.
Yeah. He was the man on it.
I know he did Pumping Iron and Hercules, the Hercules one, eh?
Yeah, dry. I was like, dry. But, yeah, Pumping Iron was crack up. Bit of a tick on there.
This is his run, right? This is a run from 82 to 87. Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, The Terminator, Red Sonja, Commando, Raw Deal, Predator, then The Running Man. So that's a good list of movies, eh? That's a good list of action movies, eh? That he's got from 82.
Some good ones and some bad ones.
The other actors you mentioned there, like Maria Conchita Alonso. She's the girl, Amber.
Amber Mendes.
Amber Mendes. Yeah, she comes on a couple other films that are popular. She's on Colors, with Sean Penn.
Yeah.
She's
that's
the
right.
girlfriend. She's
That's
the girlfriend that works in that the burger joint bar thingy.
Yeah. She's also on Predator 2 as well.
Yeah, she's the cop there. And then I got Yaphet Kotto, the black guy in Running Man. He's got a distinguished face, so he's the guy he's Parker on Aliens, on the first Alien movie. Rest in peace, he's passed away.
Oh,
But,
so buzz.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know Damon Killen actor Richard Dawson was an
Yeah.
actual game host.
Yeah, he was. So I first saw Richard Dawson in Running Man,
Yeah, me too.
and then you get to see him. You see him again in actual game shows in America that we don't get those game shows, right?
Yeah,
But
I
we
think
see it in other places, right? And he's
Yeah.
there. So, oh, that's the Running Man guy. Oh, he's an actual game show. So we find it the other way around, eh?
yeah,
But I think because all the Americans know he's a game show host, when he comes to Running Man, he suits the part because he's already a game show guy.
yeah. So that kind of makes sense. Well, you see it too in the movie as well, eh?
Yeah.
You can see the charisma about him, and that he's like comfortable in the environment. So it's just like shit. Me.
The other actor is Mick. The leader of the Resistance, the old man.
Yeah, who's he?
That's Mick Fleetwood. He's,
I didn't even.
He's the one of the writers and lead singers for Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Ah. Oh man. Fuck,
the
putting
British-
up in movies.
the British dude there.
Man, I reckon the funniest main actor is probably Jesse Ventura,
Mm.
Captain Freedom. Fuck. The man from WWF.
Him and his aerobics class videos.
Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready for Captain Freedom's workout.
Yes, it's America's own Captain Freedom.
That's the ticket. No pain, no gain.
Fucking cheesy, bro. That was so cheesy. I was cracking. I was laughing, bro. I was like, yeah, feel the bird. I was like, solid. Easy.
And that was crackle because it wasn't that even hard, eh? Like, looked like those girls in the background just doing normal
Yeah, like
jazz
touch your,
exercises or something, eh?
yeah, they're like touching their toes and standing back up.
Shit. Good soundtrack though for that, eh?
Yeah,
It's probably the precursor for RoboCop, eh? Because RoboCop comes out that year as well. So that brings me to thoughts on other films that came out that year, 87. So a lot of good action movies, man. 87 is a good year for action movies. You got Predator, you got Beverly Hills Cop 2, you got RoboCop, you got Lethal Weapon, Inner Space, The Untouchables. So, yeah, a lot of good 87 films. Hamburger Hill comes out as well.
Dirty Dancing. If you're into that shit. Oh,
Yep.
Lost Boys. Fuck,
Yeah,
that
Lost
was
Boys,
me.
yep. 87 is good, yeah, man. We're going to be reviewing a lot of these movies in 87. Thoughts about the director and his or her other films. So, Paul Michael Glazer, he comes from TV. He hasn't done much film, but he's done a lot of TV, even especially action shows. Like he does Miami Vice. He has directed a lot of episodes of Miami Vice. He does Starsky and Hutch as well.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the original director, right? They fired the original director because he was going over budget.
True.
Andrew Davies, I think his name is.
Yeah, that's right. Andrew Davis.
Yeah, and he's a movie director, eh? He's done a few movies. So they get this new guy in, Paul Michael Glazer, and he's criticized by Arnold. If you read some of the research, Arnold thinks that he comes from TV. It looks like a TV. Some of the action scenes look like TV or something. He wasn't really happy with the direction that's going. He wanted Andrew Davies to stay.
Oh, okay. What, the
Yeah.
big explosions and the gruesomeness, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Andrew Davis, the only movie I can recognize that he made was The Fugitive,
Yeah, The Fugitive. Yep.
which I enjoyed. I liked that movie too.
Cultural impact of the film. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Because I thought that a lot of the cultural impact is the reason why they changed the book for the film. They changed the film from the book.
Change the film from the book.
Yeah, because what I mean by that is, okay, the section of the plot we talk about, what's the cultural impact? How does the story and what went on impact our lives as kids? Like, well, why did we copy all the stuff? Were we influenced by some of the stuff? You know, what was the cultural impact? And I think that the cultural impact was actually what was going on in the world, in the environment. So
Yeah.
So obviously this book, obviously this it's from the book, right? But if you read the book and you know what goes on, and you got a star like Arnold Schwarzenegger to come in, he doesn't suit that story, right? He comes from he just finished Predator, man. Like, he's an action hero. So since you got the big star Arnold Schwarzenegger, you got to change the story of the book to suit a character like whatever Arnold plays. He plays action star, so you're gonna turn into an action film, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna change a lot of the book so it's not as dark, but fun and full of action, right? So I think the movie is a victim of the cultural impact of getting a guy like the time and getting a guy like Arnold. So you got to change things around. As kids, we don't really understand, but we see a future that's kind of like something back then. I don't know if I thought like, man, that will never happen, or wow, this is like scary, or I forgot how I felt, but because the coolness of the film just took over. But man, this film does say a lot about the future that's probably here already. Like, they tease a lot about deep fakes and changing the, changing the, like, how AI changes stuff.
Yeah, that was out of it. It was, talking about stuff that's relevant today.
Yeah, man.
I was like shocked.
So you flick through your phone, you scroll your phone and see all the AI shit going on.
Bro.
For instance, the Kobe Bryant. Have you seen those ones? The Kobe Bryant ones?
Yeah, I think so.
He's like being hostile and all that.
Yeah.
Sad, man. That's sad because he's dead. He's dead. But, like, we want to think, like that scene where Captain Freedom kills that guy and they change his face to Arnold's face, right? Ben Richards' face. And he kills him. They kill him off. Back then when we were kids, probably think, wow, they could do that. But they can do it now, man. Like, AI can do it now. So,
yeah, you can actually, get him, Jesse, back from the 80s, his image, and make him do shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, fuck.
Exactly. So
that's what buzzed me out about this movie too.
Yeah, especially the because it's a game show. It's an extreme game show because people actually die.
Yeah.
But we got game shows now. We got reality TV. I don't think reality TV was a thing in the 80s.
No.
This was the first. This is the first time we actually seen something of reality TV, right?
Yeah. Do you reckon this probably? Oh, it was gonna come anyway. It was gonna come in.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think reality TV was gonna end up on our screens, and I think this was just to show, like, if it does, this could be the worst of what it could be. So it's like, oh, okay. Fuck.
Like, people actually dying on the TV.
On the TV, and everybody's like intrigued and shit, and that company's ratings go overboard and all that bullshit, which is kind of what's happening now with like social media and all that rubbish.
Well, when you talk about extreme game shows, like, the one that comes to mind is the Joe Rogan one, the Fear Factor. Like, people, you could actually die on that if you're not careful. Some of these stunts are dangerous.
But, or get beaten up by Joe Rogan.
Yeah, or something like that. Or even the Amazing Race going around the world. Like, those kind of reality games. Like, we have them now. We probably never had them back in those days. It was just those game shows where you're just in the studio and you're doing Wheel of Fortune or Sale of the Century or whatever it is. Yeah, like, this is outside reality TV stuff that we saw on Running Man that we never seen before. But now, it's prevalent now on TV now. There's a lot of reality TV shows. If it's not a family lives like this Kardashian, you're like Big Brother, looking at people fight and stuff like that, or playing games. It's just a matter of time before it gets even more extreme. I'm not sure if that will happen, but we'll see. But it's a future that could be true. Eh? How about you? Have you got any more? You got thoughts on that? The cultural impact of this film?
I think the time and the action star actually influenced more the book than the book influenced the actual story. And I think that's the reason for the change, because it was just the time. It was the 80s. There was mean ass music and wrestlers, action. There's always heroes. None of the heroes died.
Yeah.
There was kind of that kind of thing. There's always a happy ending in these stories. So that's why I was kind of disappointed when I heard that the book was darker. They would have been appropriate to use for the new Running Man that just recently came out, because it would have been perfect. It would have been the right time, because the audience would have wanted something more darker like that, probably. Especially, because the audience is not easily fooled now, not like us back in the 80s, us kids. So I think the time and the actor rated influenced the movie a lot during that period, and it worked. It fucking worked, because I enjoy it. I was like, damn, this movie's mean.
Oh, this is a badass film, man. I kind of forgot about it, because when I watched it
Me too.
a couple of days ago, I was thinking in my head, fuck, this is good, man. This is a fucking badass movie.
Yeah. If you're thinking of thinking about of that time, of that era, and you just love everything about the 80s, then you'll love this shit too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's better than Total Recall.
I like.
Is that too much?
No, I like Total Recall too, but
Total
I think
Recall
it's
is popular.
up there.
Total Recall is popular, more popular than this one. But this one, can challenge Total Recall after what I saw. I mean, there was. Yeah, we'll come to it when we get to the category. This is standard test of time, which brings me to we get down to the categories now. So, time to do these categories. So, the most iconic scenes, man. There's a few in here, eh? One I got was Chico, his head gets blown off.
Deactivated. Perimeter deactivated.
All right! Chico! Come back! The deadline's still up!
It's not gonna make it. That collar's gonna blow.
Oh,
Chico, amigo.
he runs
No,
past him.
Chico.
He's like, no, fucking, I can make it.
Bro, he just had to wait like a few seconds, man. Wow, what an ego dude. And then he's that guy, eh? He's that Mexican dude that's always in these movies, eh? Like, I
He's
recognize
either-
his face.
He's either getting his head popped off or he's getting eaten by a dinosaur. I remember him in Jurassic Park. He was the one with the headphones. I think it was Jurassic Park 2. I remember that guy.
So yeah, Chico's head gets blown off, and that was the scene where it got cut out in on the TV version. But when you watch it, when his head gets blown off, it looks real, eh?
Yes.
He's actually running. I was wondering how they did that. Is he a robot, or is just a guy just over his head, and he's got something that blows up on top of his head, but he's got the thing over his head? Because that's the only way I can see that working.
Yeah, especially in those days. I got one when the Running Man game show introduction with the dancing in it. When they got the music and everybody's like rushing around everywhere, getting their bets in. Fuck, that was me.
Yeah. And the drums, the drums are going.
Yeah, and the girls.
That's the outside. The one that I was weird with was when Ben Richards comes out and the girls are like feeling him up and that.
Yeah.
Going, hey, putting their legs on top of him and stuff. Far. Another fun fact: Paula Abdul was the choreographer for those girls.
Oh, real?
Yeah, she's at that time she's the choreographer for the Laker girls, the LA Lakers. The cheerleading team.
Shit.
Yeah, man. That when you see the game show, and the crowd and the audience, and Damon comes up, and man.
Yeah, it just sets the excitement for the rest of the movie. It's like, whoa, then they have the big sign, the Running Man at the back, all the lights are going and all that shit.
Yeah.
So 80 classics intro.
The 2025 version is pretty good as well, eh? That's a good updated version, especially with the two characters that come in, like Damon Killian is Damien Killian, the actual name in the book,
Yeah.
played by Josh Brolin. He's good. But then we talked about before how in 87 Running Man, he plays two characters. He plays the announcer and the head of the studio. Where in the book, it's actually two characters, and that's what the 2025 version does. But Kaminko, he's as the black guy who's the announcer and the
Bobby
Running Man.
T. Yeah.
Bobby T. He's the man. He was awesome, man.
Nailed it
awesome.
big time.
Yeah, he nailed it. The first scene, the Bakersfield massacre.
Food riot in progress. Approximately 1,500 civilians. No weapons evident.
Proceed with Plan Alpha. Eliminate anything moving.
I said the crowd is unarmed. There are lots of women and children down there. All they want is food, for God's sake.
As you were, Richard. Proceed with Plan Alpha. All rioters must be eliminated.
The hell with you. I will not fire on helpless people. Abort mission. We return back to base.
Lieutenant Sanders, do you copy?
Affirmative.
Take command, detain Richards, and proceed as ordered.
Richard, what the fuck are you doing? Get him! Shit, we're pitching over! I got control!
It's really Arnold and bad acting, man, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's Arnold. He beats
Even the
up the
fake,
guys. Huh?
even the fake news footage when they do the fake on it, the deep fake on it, that's even more worse. But I mean, that's way worse. But it was miracle. I was laughing at that shit.
He beats up the guys in the helicopter and tries to escape, but nah, they knock him out.
Yeah.
And he's arrested. He's in the their prison. Speaking of their prison, he comes out holding a fucking iron a beam, a steel beam on his shoulder. Like, let me give that steel beam for my first shot, like on Commando. Carrying the log on Commando on the carry a steel beam.
Oh yeah, those big massive logs.
Yeah. And he's got a beard. I don't ever see him with a beard. Oh no, he's got a beard on Kindergarten Copy.
Yeah. There is another movie. I think it's the clone one.
Oh,
He's got a beard. I think I can't remember.
Yeah. First time I've seen him with a beard. And this Running Man.
The iconic "I'll be back."
I'll be back.
Yeah,
Only in the rerun.
yeah. Only in the rerun.
I'll be
Let's
back.
go.
Fires him down the chute and the pod thing. Then we got the stalkers that come out. Sub-Zero, he comes out.
Right.
He's a bit of a big Chinese dude with a hockey stick on skates. I gotta say, man, like these fight scenes, you know, you could do better 2025, eh?
Yeah. Even like they had some really good people that could have been, you know, in those roles. But Sub-Zero one, I reckon he was cool. I liked him. It was just Dynamo and probably Bustle that I would have liked to change.
Yeah. Let's do a ranking on the best stalkers from 1 to 5 or whatever it is. We'll go from the best one for you.
But it would have to be Captain Freedom. Wasn't he? Oh, no, but he wasn't in there, eh? Would have been Fireball.
Really?
I reckon it would have been the better one if he didn't get his shit all fucked up.
He didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, I know. But I like his flamethrower.
Nah, he'll be my second to last. Because he didn't kill anyone and he cried when when thing took his hose off. And he couldn't deal with it. So,
yeah.
No. It was all show and no. It was all show and no bite, man. My number one was Buzzsaw. Because he killed someone. He killed Lachlan. And he almost killed Ben Richards, but he had the most gruesome death too. So, and he was look cool on the bike and it was chainsaw. So, Buzzsaw was my number one. The second would be Sub-Zero.
Yeah, he was
at least he did something badass. He was just unlucky with the barbed wire around his neck. Dynamo, I guess he kills Weiss.
Yeah, that's right. The geek.
Yeah, he kills Weiss, but then he goes off the rails at the end when Amber kills him.
Bro, I didn't realize he was trying to, trying to get
rip
there.
her.
Bro, he had his pants off and everything. This guy, shit, this guy. I'm a hungry dude.
And I don't know if it's bad editing or what, because when he's dying and he turns around and sees his undies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, I'm wondering if that's a mistake or bad editing or what. I don't
Did
know.
his pants fall down by mistake?
I know, but it just doesn't seem, it seems
inappropriate.
It looked like it wasn't supposed to be like that.
Whatever, man, they should have just cut that scene out. Just had him get electrocuted and that was it.
Yeah. So Captain Freedom's would be my last because he didn't do jack shit. He was just computerized.
Bro, he tapped out. He's like, nah, I'm not doing this shit. Yeah, he walked in with all that gear.
Forget it, Killian. I won't do it.
It's not a request, moron. It's an order.
I don't need this crap. This stuff is garbage. I was killing guys like this 10 years ago with my bare hands. I'm not going for any of these tricks. This is a sport of death and honor. Go to the gladiators.
Cap, will you spare me the combat Zen speech? What the hell's the matter with you? Can't you see what's going on out there? This isn't a game. They're betting on Richards up there. Get out of here. Get him out of here. What's the matter? Steroids make you deaf? Get him out of here now.
Yeah.
Look like a transformer.
But you know, Killian, he's the man. He told him to fuck off.
Yeah. He even asked the security guy to, take him out, like, walk with him. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the scene where Bustle dies. What else?
Yeah, that was funny when he explained it to what's her name, Amber. Oh, what was what? I forgot what she asked, but he goes, "Oh, he had to split."
And that's another thing. Heaps of fucking one-liners in this movie, man. Heaps of quotes, heaps of one-liners. Arnold went for gold. Some of them didn't make sense. There's a few one-liners that just went nah.
The one right at the end, I forgot. Where he goes, "You hit the right spot." Is one of the lyrics on the song.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I mean, the amount of one-liners, there are heaps. Hey, there's heaps.
Tons.
And he's a smart ass, this Ben Richards. He's a smart
yeah.
ass.
Just, that's Arnold, That's Arnold, because most of his characters are smart asses. I think probably the worst character of all is Raw Deal. That guy is just forever busting balls.
Oh, yeah. I have to watch that again. That's one of the least movies of him that I watched. That and Last Action Hero. I think I only watched that once.
Yeah. He has because his character has an issue with one of the henchmen, one of the top henchmen,
right.
But he's forever busting that guy's nuts. Like, he is always one up on that guy, and that guy gets pissed off. He doesn't trust him at all. He's like, "Fuck, there's something dodgy about you." And Arnold's just like laughing, whatever.
Yeah, man. Captain Freedom kills Ben, the fake thing. I thought that was cool when I watched it as a kid. And sad when Amber, he just froze her over when she dies, froze her over on the barbed wire.
Yeah, you broke her neck first and then threw her over. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. It must have been somebody else, like some other chick, who just cracked her neck and threw her into the barbed wire.
I thought that fight was brutal when I was a kid. I remember the scene where his hair gets pulled off. He pulls off his own hair and looks at it. He looks at it. What the fuck? And then he grabs Ben Richards and pushes him through the spikes on the wall.
Yeah.
A lot of and that, a lot of that going on. I think for me, like my best scenes are the first half of the movie. A lot of my best scenes are in the first half of the movie, because they're memorable.
Yeah, I like the game show introduction. That was one of my favorites.
When Richards gets to that resistance and they go attack the game show,
Is that one of your worst?
Nah, it's just they're good scenes, but they're not like the best scenes.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all these scenes I've picked all in the first half. Right? The scenes with Killian when he's angry, I think he's awesome, man. He's a good bad guy. He plays it really well, eh?
Yep. Even during, I like them even during when they were trying to select another runner, and he's just like checking out these guys. He goes, no, and something about one that looks like a serial killer, and then he asked about those guys that did like the suicide robbery or something, and he asked them, did they go through it? And the lady's like saying, no, they didn't. He goes, no good. And then he's just walking around, and then he sees Ben Richards running on the monitor, or what I think some of the video footage from the prison break. And it's like, wow.
A friend at a talent agency. Maybe they've got an axe murder or something.
Hello, gorgeous.
Somebody with stamina.
Tony? Pipe that feed in here now. Take a look at this. This is yesterday's prison break. Hey, look. Look at that mother move, huh? Is he beautiful? Who is he?
Are you kidding? That's Ben Richards.
The cop from the massacre. Sensational. Perfect contestant. I want him.
Can't have him.
Why not?
Damon, you know our contract. We never get military prisoners.
Who's a military prisoner? He's still at large.
Yeah? Well, they'll get him for me. Cadres can't have it both ways, huh? They want ratings. I can get 10 points for his biceps alone. Hello. Yeah, this is Killian. Get me the Justice Department, Entertainment Division. No, hold that. Operator? Get me the president's agent.
I want that guy.
Yeah, I can get 9 points with those biceps alone. I was like, hey. Shit.
The scene where he's running on the tarmac at the airport, and the SWAT team comes behind him with that fucking net.
Net thing. Yeah. that was on. I think that was on the trailer, eh?
Oh.
I always remembered that scene, eh, for some strange reason. I was like, oh, the Running Man.
Speaking of trailers, did you notice when this is before everything happens, but at the beginning of the movie when they escape from that prison,
yeah,
and they see an ad of the Running Man when they're walking in the city, and it's in that big screen,
yeah,
and they show footage of the movie.
Oh, do they?
They show actual footage of what happens in the movie.
I didn't pay attention.
And it's like later on, it's like snippets, little bits of a buzzsaw running his bike, but it's actually when he rides his bike when he's fighting. And when there's a scene on there, there's a scene where Buzzsaw comes over the bank and Ben Richards and Amber, they get out the way.
Oh, yeah.
They're in their yellow tracksuits.
Yeah.
And they get out the way. But then at the big screen in the beginning of the movie, it shows that scene. A little bit of that scene.
Bro, copy paste,
man. Damn.
Copy and paste.
Probably the end when Killian gets killed, eh?
You look pissed, Ben. Believe me, you got every right to be. But hey, will you just let me explain? This is television, that's all it is. It's nothing to do with people, it's to do with the ratings. For 50 years, we've told them what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. For Christ's sake, Ben, don't you understand? Americans love television. They wean their kids on it. Listen, they love game shows. They love wrestling. They love sports, violence. So what do? We give them what they want. We're number one, Ben. That's all that counts. Believe me, I've been in the business 30 years.
Well, I haven't been in show business as long as you have, Killian. But I'm a quick learner. So I'm going to give the audience what I think they want.
You bastard! Drop dead!
I don't do requests.
He hit the right spot.
Yeah. Okay, all eyes on me scene. Your favorite scene of all?
Yeah, I'm going with the introduction. That was cool.
I'm actually going with the only scene I think was good in the second half of the movie, and that's Killian's death. Especially when he's trying to give an excuse. He's giving a speech.
It's funny, hey, you look mad. You look, I mean, no, is it you look mad or you look angry?
You look pissed, Ben.
Yeah.
Believe me, you have every right to be. And then he talks about, this is television. It's what the people want. It's not about... It's about the ratings. He's telling the truth, eh? He's giving the truth in that scene. But as he's saying that, he's like trying to run away from them. And then Ben puts him in the pod and shoots him down, and it gets out of control at the end, and he blows up on the sign. And that's when all the crowd gets up, and that's when the music starts, eh?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it reminds me of Kickboxer.
Yeah.
When the drum beats, when, some positive stuff happens. That's my favorite All Eyes on Me scene. How about yours?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with the Running Man game show introduction.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought that was
right.
cool.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, your one is a bad scene too. Like I was just standing there hearing this name being chanted, and then he's like looking down the hallway. Then he sees the Amber, and she runs up to him, and they're like, then the music starts. I was like, what? Classic 80s.
Yeah, man. That's that scene, eh? And he gives her a kiss, eh?
Yeah. I was like,
this is
guy.
no game. Standing in the dark. No.
I was like, oh, what is this song? It's like, yeah.
Typical 80s song, eh?
The lyrics, bro, always hit. It always hits.
Kaya Kelly scene, your worst scene.
I got one. Fucking Dynamo, bro, singing opera when he's coming in his car, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was gay. Fucking funny, bro. It's like singing opera in the little kind of mini whatever it is. Oh, fuck, that was so funny. You look like a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah. My worst scene is actually with Dynamo too, and that's when he dies. He's showing his undies. Come on, man. That's whoever's editing this movie has to do a better job, man. That's like, fuck.
Yeah, some copy and paste shit going on, and wish that's easy.
Yeah. Okay, going upstairs, TMO scene. A scene you want to watch in slow motion. So there's a scene when Killian's bodyguard, Sven.
Yeah.
Sven, but he's actual real life Arnold's mate, eh?
Yeah.
Arnold's bodybuilding mate, eh?
Yeah.
From back in the days, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, so when Ben Richards comes to get Killian, and then Sven shows up, and Killian gets all smug because he's like, oh, he's my bodyguard, come to save me. And then Sven goes something about steroids.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he's saying. What the hell is he saying? I want to slow that down and listen to what he's saying. In fact, I might put the captions on next time I go watch it, see what he's saying.
Yeah, I think he's saying he's got to go look for some steroids because if I remember correctly, I think Killian was busting his balls about that earlier.
I came to something some steroids. And then he walks away, and then what the hell did you say? I don't know what he said.
Yeah, I guess that's a good one.
Simple fix, just turn on the closed captions. Hidden gems. Any scenes you picked up now that you didn't understand or pick up back then?
Probably the stuff about the scenes with the deep fakes in it. Like, I understand it now. I didn't have no idea back when I was young. Didn't even know what they meant. All I knew that they were playing pretend. To me, back when I was young, it's like, oh, they're playing pretend. They're telling lies and playing pretends. Honestly, this is me back when I was a kid. But understanding now, like, especially with the AI and all that shit that's going on right now, you have a bigger understanding of what those seeds actually meant. So yeah, it'll probably be those kind of scenes for me, because I was quite surprised when the movie started talking about all this shit and how TV, how they can control the community with TV and that. So I was like, wow, shit, that's relatable to today. And I wasn't thinking about that stuff when I was young, especially watching the movie at that time. Didn't have any understanding about it.
On my hidden gem, I picked a poster that's on the wall in Killian's office, and it's a poster of a boat, and it's on fire, and the heading is "The Hate Boat."
The hate boat.
Because I get it, because in '87 there's a popular show going on TV called The Love Boat,
Oh,
and
okay.
this one's called the Hate Boat.
Hate Boat. Makes sense.
So well, that was kind of funny. I didn't notice that before. The Immortals. Does this movie stand the test of time? Pick some scenes that don't stand up. Firstly, I want to say yes. For me, it does stand the test of time.
Yeah, me too. It does, definitely. Especially when I rewatched it recently.
Mm.
The scene was the worst scene ever.
The scenes that don't make sense now in 2025, but made sense back then.
The part that they get picked up by the resistance group when they're in the actual arena, right? And then the resistance group pops out and picks them up from inside the arena, and I was like, huh? I didn't get it back then. Like I was like, oh, the good guys found them. But now I'm like watching it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Were they there all that time?
They were there all that time.
Like the resistance group was actually inside the arena of the Running Man. I was like, what the hell? How does that work out? So that's kind of like, how does that work? So that was a big problem for me with this movie. Was the resistance group. The other thing too is most of the resistance group has this old man, and the rest of them are kids. Yeah, basically kids with guns. So I was like, what the heck? There was no soldiers there. And then Arnold just comes along and happens to be the man to, yes, let's go take this TV studio down. I was like, fuck, that's a bit of a laugh, but it worked back in the day. I don't think it'll work now, but it's still enjoyable.
Mine was, what the hell was Arnold wearing when he went to go see his brother? He had like a hard hat on, didn't look like a hard hat, and he had like a Gold's Gym top, and then these boots and overalls. Hey, yeah, I thought that was weird. Doesn't stand the test of time for me. I come again back to Dynamo's death. That was kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those are the things that probably didn't stand up for me. But over and all, generally, yep, this movie stood the test of time. Send in John Campbell scene. A scene with unanswered questions. So I have a question. What the hell was Captain Freedom wearing?
Oh, it looked like something like, kind of like Captain America, but not. Like a wrestling outfit, but like a superhero wrestling outfit.
I don't know, but it looked like how he couldn't fight in it. Things sticking out on his chest, and I don't know, just look weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
that with the box when he had to put those add-ons on, bro. Yeah, how do it look like a transformer? He's probably gonna transform into a radio.
How about you? What was your unanswered question?
Might go back to that scene with the old man. How the fuck did they stay in that place
Hmm.
and hid for so long without clean seeing them?
That's pretty
Or any of
convenient,
this
eh? They just showed up.
It's like, hello, don't worry, it's us, your friends.
All right, Selwyn Cobbo Award for favorite movie quotes, bro. There's heaps. Where do you start?
Okay, I'll start with the one at the end. He hit the right spot. Have you got some other ones we haven't said yet?
There's heaps, man. But you know the funniest one I laughed at was when he just says 2 words, "Fuck you." I think it was Killian. That's the part when he first tells him to jump on the Running Man.
Yeah.
Hi, cutie pie. You know, one of us is in deep trouble. You know who I am?
I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV.
That's funny. I was going to say the same thing about you. I saw the video of your prison break. Sensational. Ben, I think we might be able to help each other out. I've got the brains, and you've got talent. No, you got more. You've got talent, you've got charisma, and you got balls. And that's why I pulled a few strings to get you here. And that's why I'd like you to volunteer to appear on tomorrow's broadcast of The Running Man.
Fuck you.
You're a brilliant conversationalist, a trifle limited, but brilliant.
Yeah, Arnold's good at this quotes, back in the day.
But there was heaps. Yeah, we mentioned before, Killian, I'll be back. And then Killian goes, only in a rerun. Go! Then there's, hello, cutie pie. One of us is in deep trouble.
Yeah, that's right. Coming around coming past the tube. And things trying to hide.
When they tell Ben Richards about the uplink. Uplink underground. If you guys don't shut up, I'm gonna uplink your ass.
Yes.
And you'll be underground.
Uplink you both. Your ass. That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
And Killian, you bastard, drop dead. I don't do requests when he's locking him in the. I don't do requests.
He's got a bit of a Clint Eastwood vibe too, eh, Arnold? Especially when he's doing the cigars and stuff.
Even his mocking, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, Lighthead. Hey, Christmas tree. I'm not into politics. I'm into survival. When he leaves Lachlan and Weiss, when they ask him to stay and be in the resistance.
Yeah, that's right. Here's the resistance, all this bullshit. We're gonna survive. Let's go.
Don't touch that dial. Even the I'm just looking through it. There's heaps. But I think the funniest one when he kills Sub-Zero. Because Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Plane Zero.
Yeah.
Hey.
I thought that was thick. Now it's Plane Zero. And then they walk away and then they high-five themselves.
And then when Amber and Ben Richards in the airport, when they're trying to escape, Ben Richards got the Hawaiian shirt on, hat and sunglasses. And Amber says, I'm warning you, I get sick. Air sick, car sick, I'm going to throw up all over you. And Ben Richards goes, go ahead, won't show on this shirt. And that just lines like that, they're everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, there was one quote I liked was when Mick, he was telling the guys to do stuff. And he goes, Mr. Spock, you got the comms? And the guy goes, looks at him and says, who's Mr. Spock? And then Mick just smiles there.
Yeah.
So he's coming from that era.
Yep. Yeah, I caught on to that one. I was cracking up a little bit about that. I was like, whoa, true.
Remember when Ben Richards is going to the game? And he's being escorted by that executive dude? And
yes.
Okay, sign here. Oh, you use my back. And he stabs him with the pen.
Yeah.
And then he goes, don't forget to send me a copy.
Yeah, the guy's running away with the pen in his back. I knew he was going to do that. For some strange reason, I just knew. It's like, so I wonder what happens here. Oh, he's got to stab him in the back.
And then when Weiss goes, sure glad we took care of Sub-Zero. Ben Richards goes, yeah, he was a real pain in the neck. Oh my gosh. Fair.
Talking about how we killed him with the, yeah. Man, this sounds alright.
Yeah, it's the Hi Cutie Pie 1A. But the first time Damien says to Ben Richards, hi Cutie Pie, you know one of us is in deep trouble. You know who I am? I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV. But that was a funny one when he says when Damien tells him he's gonna be on Running Man. Fuck you. Oh man, you got good conversation skills. And then there's that guy, there's the old lady.
Hey, all right, Agnes. Listen now, big chance for you. Win a whole lot of prizes. You know we've still got 2 crack stalkers out there, right? Dynamo and Fireball. Who do you think will make the next kill?
Oh boy, that's a tough one.
Come on, give it a try. You can do it. Who do you think?
Okay, I think the next kill will be made by Ben Richards.
Hold it. Agnes, Richards is a runner. You gotta pick a stalker.
I can pick anyone I choose. And I choose Ben Richards. That boy's one mean motherfucker.
$200 on Richards! Come on, $200 on Richards! $200 on Richards! Come on, you got it!
Let's do it? Yeah, just do it. Just right there, man.
Okay, man, you one of you guys. Yeah. All right, okay.
Yeah, that's when things started turning around. Like
Yeah.
the audience was starting to go. It's funny how every time he killed someone, the audience would be like quiet as, especially that first kill, Sub-Zero. I thought that was crack up. And Killian's like, I will be right back after these special messages. And he's like, seeing talking like so sincere and shit. I was like, damn.
And then the stalkers are waiting in the changing rooms, watching the TV. And then the announcement comes out the back. Fireball to wardrobe. Fireball to wardrobe.
Yeah. I like that scene where they have the camera in the locky in the lock, where the stalkers are, and Jesse's Captain Freedom, and he's talking about the energy in the locker room.
Damon, here in the locker room, there's a lot of excitement here. A lot of adrenaline. The stalkers know there's 400 square blocks of game zone out there, and anything can happen in the next 3 hours. I remember once when I was in the play.
Sorry, Cap. I've just been informed the runners have entered the first quad. Let's go there now. Live.
I thought that was going to crack it up. He wanted to tell the story, but he just got shut down.
Even the scene I like that scene when, and that was Fireball's only thing he says, Amber, she realizes that there's dead bodies in that locker room. The contestants that said they won,
Yeah.
And does Whitman Price. And then Fireball says, Amber says, they're running men, last season's winners. Fireball goes, no, last season's losers. It's gonna burn her, and then that's when he gets kicked and then takes the hose off.
What a way to go.
Alright, next one. Silver Reese Award. Most overhyped acted scene by an actor.
Shit, I would say Buzzsaw.
Oh, yeah?
With the chainsaw and shit. Fuck, he was going hard with that thing.
Richards, I love the song. The song's part of me. And I'm gonna make it part of you. That's all right. Keep it tight.
It was either out of Buzzsaw or Sub-Zero. Out of those two. I think they had to act like that anyway. That's part of the character.
Mine was the actor that played Chico. Man, he looked, the facials when he was running to the escape was he gets blown off.
True. He's always a tense guy though,
Yeah.
That actor. Especially when he's dying.
Alright, next one. David Two Award. A character you want to knock out. Dynamo for me.
Tony. One of Killian's assistant. The man.
The gay looking one.
Yeah, with the kind of like partially going bald in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that dude. I thought he was a dick.
I had Dynamo again. There's a theme here. Dynamo's in everything negative in my list of things to talk about.
Yeah, him too.
Michael Meredith Award, Best Food in the Movie. I don't think there was any here.
Yeah, no, there was a little entree when I think when he's, doing that scene where they're selecting the runner, and you see the chick eating, his assistant eating the food.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know what it is. I think it's crickets or some shit.
Yeah.
Looks like spring rolls.
Right. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what's the score? Your favorite song?
Bro, you know my favorite song.
Yeah. Running Away With You by John Parr.
Yeah.
This is no game. Yeah. Yeah, mine too. A lot of the score is from a guy named Harold Faltermeyer. He's done a lot of action movies. He's done all the Beverly Hills Cops.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. I recognized it when I was listening to it, especially the score during the prison escape scene. That reminded me of Beverly Hills Cop Part 2. So yeah, same thing there.
Yeah, the main score for the movie was pretty. I found it haunting. It was kind of scary. I found it scary.
Netflix and chill. Should this movie be a TV series? Yep.
Yeah.
Different runners every TV series.
Yep. It'll
Every
be
episode?
if the characters were in different situations. Yeah, definitely.
6 Man Award. Best performance in the movie in a supporting role. Mine is Killian, the bad guy. I think he did an awesome job.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked Captain Freedom. I didn't think he played that. I didn't think Jesse Ventura played him that well. It basically played into what he does for a living anyway.
I remember being disappointed about Captain Freedom because he didn't even play. They just made a deep fake about it. And I remember being a kid man, I want to see him. I thought he was the last guy to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby is the actress in
Amber,
yeah. She wasn't too bad. She had quite a few scenes in there. And she had some one-liners of her own too.
She's kind of got that husky voice.
Yeah.
Small husky voice.
I was like, whoa, she's actually pretty.
Oh, she's pretty shaken.
Yeah.
Especially when she's doing her training.
Yeah, I was like, what is she doing?
Ruben Dawn Award. Who's the weakest link acting performance in the movie?
Dynamo.
Yeah, Dynamo for me too.
No doubt.
I reckon they wouldn't have had a character like Dynamo if they made it again, Well, they did make it again, but not the same.
Yeah, if I was going to switch them out, man, I can think of a perfect tag team: the Road Warriors. Take out Dynamo and Bustle and put those two in there, bro. Fuck, they had spikes on their outfit and shit. Man, they had everything.
That's a good point. For the next category, the movie trades. Yeah, man, I'll get real, as well as Jesse the Body Ventura, get other real wrestlers, and to be those other stalkers.
And that was the perfect time to do it too,
Get Triple H in there.
Yeah.
Or something.
They had some other like Hacksaw Jim Duggan or any of those guys of that era. Flippin' even Andre the Giant. Fuck. They would have had to pay him more than what he gets on wrestling though.
Yeah, that would be my only change. I think put some real wrestlers in those spots. Rookie of the Year, actor who was unknown at the time of the movie but became famous later on. Well, this is for her first movie.
Yeah. You know who I chose? It was, how do you pronounce his name? It's Sven?
Oh, Sven.
Yeah. I reckon it was him, bro. Because then I think he starts popping up everywhere, right?
Yeah. He's on, he's the...
Predator.
He's on Predator.
Yeah. He's on...
Is he on Predator? Oh, yeah, he's the...
Yeah. He's
bad
one
guy.
of the terrorist guys.
Yeah, terrorist guy. And he's on, what's the other one with Arnold?
Total Recall.
He's on that too,
Yep.
And he's on, Red Heat.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he's on there differently.
He's on a lot of Arnold films.
Yeah, it looks... yes, and he's on Conan. That's why he's one of the three guys, right? Was he the no.
No, he wasn't.
I'm sure he was. He was on Conan. Because they had the short one, then they had the tall one, there was one other.
Nah. I watched that recently. It's not...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but he was definitely on Gladiator. As the main bad... the Tigress of Ghoul. That character with the with the fancy armor and shit. It was required to try and beat down. I was like, damn, true.
Okay, next one, we got Mao Nono Award. A supporting actor or extra who shows up in multiple films. Oh, we talked about it,
Yeah, it was just that guy I was just literally talking about.
Yeah, Sven. Put Sven.
He's everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
And Chico. Chico's that guy.
And Chico. Chico's always dying.
Yeah. This one, the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. Any Easter eggs in the movie?
Perfect one is I'll Be Back. Reference to the Terminator.
Yeah. Mr.
And
Spock.
Commando. Yeah, Mr. Spock.
And even Damon Killian, the actor, who played him because he's a real life game show host anyway. Yeah. Stephen Crichton Intercept, a prop or clothing item from the movie you want to take home.
Sub-Zero's hockey stick.
Oh.
And the Running Man suit. I don't know why I can't fit it.
The Running Man suit? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Kind of reminds me of the Bruce Lee suit. You know, the Game of Death.
Mm.
Yellow with the black print, lines down the sides.
I don't know what I'll take. Maybe...
Dynamo Sahara. Here do.
Nah, maybe you know what I'll take. I'll take those things that are at the prison. That those sensors. Because when you look at it, they look cheap as, man. They're just sitting on like a tripod thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
And they don't look futuristic at all, eh? And they're like close together, like there's heaps of them close together. Eh?
I wonder if they can just push them down.
You can
turn it off.
Looks like you can push them down. Yeah.
You'll need the necklace as well.
Yeah. Weird. Sky Tower. Is this the best movie of their career?
I put Richard Dawson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to be.
Arnold goes to do other stuff.
This is not his best performance there. He's had other ones.
Who else was there that we mentioned? Jesse Ventura.
He's better. I think he's better than Predator.
Yeah, he does a lot of more side characters. I haven't seen him as having a major role, like the main character. As for the actress that plays Edba, she pops up here and there, eh?
Yeah, but I think it's this one versus Predator 2.
Yeah, her performance on Predator 2 is way. It's like.
Oh wait,
it's good.
Her performance in Colors is good too. It's more dramatic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure which one might be Colors being dramatic.
Yeah, if it's a range of emotions in that from the actor, then yeah, it will probably be Colors. Because it was I think it was just fear and Predator. So you had to be scared and shit.
Yeah.
And be a cop at the same time, a pregnant cop. So it's like,
Sky Tower of anything in the movie. The best of anything.
Wow, the best quotes.
It
had the most quotes in it.
One-liners, eh? One-liners.
Yeah, a lot of one-liners.
Is this the best movie with one-liners?
This is probably with the most one-liners I've heard.
Sky Tower of the most one-liners, yeah.
And
we probably
need to
one-liner
watch the other
everywhere.
movies.
Yeah. No, you're right. There's one-liners everywhere in this movie. Damn.
Far out.
Yeah, Sky Tower. This is Sky Tower for the most one-liners. Yeah, I agree with that. And the last of all, overtime. When the movie ends, what might happen next?
Fuck, I'm gonna go have a party. Shit. Looks like Ben Richards and Emma make babies.
Yeah, everything's right now. Everything, they got the uplink up, and the truth is around the world now. So
yeah,
the elites don't have the power anymore, and everyone lives happily ever after.
I can understand if once because I did see that it was mentioned that Stephen King, he hated he didn't like, he wasn't fond of the movie because it was actually a way opposite to what he was thinking. And it'll be the same.
Yeah. Sweet, man. That's us, man. That's the end of our category. So yeah, man, The Running Man, 1987. It's up there. What do you give it out of 10?
It's easy. Man, I'll give it a 7.
7?
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Like, there's some big ass plot holes in the movie and shit. Just because it's a film from the 80s as well. But yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But it's a real cool 7 out of 10.
Nice. I'm not gonna give it anything because it's an old school movie. But nah, man, but when I watched it, man, like I said, man, I watched it 2 days ago. It's good, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it now, and I remember enjoying it back then. So I'm still enjoying this movie. Shows me it stands the test of time. So yeah, man, that's. I reckon it's still better than the new one.
Oh, harder, way by far.
It's still better than the new one. Yeah, and like we talked about before, man, the new one should have stuck to the book. If you're gonna get the source material and use it, use the whole thing.
Use all of it, bro. Fuck,
use all of it. If Ben Richards dies at the end of the book, then he has to die at the end of the
movie.
Fuck.
It would have been. I think they would have had a better movie if they just followed the fucking book to the 100%.
Yeah, it's similar to First Blood, because First Blood, Rambo dies at the end in the book.
Yep.
But they left him alive so they can make part 2.
Yeah, again, I think, do you know the time where they don't want the heroes to die, that kind of thing? Happy endings was a big thing in the 80s.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, bro, that's us, man. That's us for another episode of Late Returns for Review. There's been a big gap between this episode and the last one, so I'm glad we did this. We'll probably do one next week. We'll try to do one next week, try to get more of the boys on. But yeah, man, if we were going to do this again next week, what movie do you want to do?
Ooh. What? I'm not sure. I'm not thinking of anything right now. What did you have in mind?
I think we haven't done a comedy one in a while. Maybe a comedy. Beverly Hills Cop, maybe.
Oh.
Or House Party.
Oh, House Party.
I don't know. But yeah. Tune in next Late Returns, see what it is. Okay, thanks for jumping on, bro.
Thank you.
We'll come back on Channel Murphy 5. We'll do Pluribus episode 5 that just came out. And yeah, man, I'm going to go watch it right now.
I want to watch it tomorrow.
Sweet, bro. Bye.
Sweet.